Hey everyone, it's Brett from Hope to Prosper, and I'm up here on Palomar Grade Road, kind of by the observatory, and I'm just going on a crazy adventure. A couple neat truck trails and some time in Julian. So thanks for coming along this week, and I hope you enjoy this scenery, beautiful scenery, and I have a great subject for you. Okay, thanks a bunch. Today, I want to tell you the truth about early retirement. I've been retired for 3 years now, and I'm completely loving it. The transition was kind of scary at first, but now that I've settled in, it feels so free and natural to live this way. It's way better than working. So I made this video today for those who are about to retire, and those who have just recently retired, and those who are planning to retire soon. I hope this video helps you out, but if you have any questions about early retirement, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'll try to answer any questions I possibly can. Okay, let's dig in. Let's get started. First and foremost, you won the game. If you get to retire early and comfortably, you've won the game of life. You've stepped off the hamster wheel, you left the rat race, and you still have some time left. You're not rolling up on 70. Embrace your new retired life and enjoy your personal freedom. Only about 11% of Americans plan to retire before 60, but around 33% actually do. For many reasons, obviously, but the most important ones are layoffs, health problems, or taking care of parents. So if you're one of those that are planning to retire before 60, good for you. I highly recommend it. Now, my advice to everyone is to be prepared early. Don't expect work to be there for you or your health. And so take care of yourself, put some money away, cut down on debt, and be prepared. So next, boredom's not an option. Being bored in retirement, it's one of the biggest fears people have when they're nearing that retirement age. And if you're a type A person, a driven type A person, like a former CEO or executive or lawyer or something, you'll find something new to focus on. You'll get a new hobby. You'll do something else that, engages all your senses. So don't be afraid of, getting bored in retirement. Very few people do that. I have no idea how other people get bored. I wish I had more time, and I have all day. So I love my free time. I always find something fun to fill up my days, and also I fill up my years with adventures. Next, the clock is ticking. Most retirees say in their 60s are their best years, and I completely agree with this. It just seems like I was 58 yesterday, and now I'll be 62 in June, and that time rolls by. Even though you have a lot of free time on a daily basis, the years kind of roll by quickly. When you change from a structure of 5 days on and 2 days off to every day is a Saturday, basically, the years come by. You gotta watch it. Now, your 60s, they may be the best time in your life, the only time in your life when you have time, health, and money all at the same time. When you're young, you have time and health. And then when you're middle-aged, you have health and money, but no time. And by the time you're older, you might have time and money, but no health. So the 60s is a golden time. You got to take advantage of it. You don't want to squander it away. That's why I recommend retiring earlier and enjoying it. So bottom line, this is one secret for you. There's no do-over for retirement. You have to make it count from the start. And if you retire too late, or you are squandering your time, if you have that one more year syndrome where you're not sure you should retire, and you're going to really regret that golden time that slipped away. So the last thing I want to talk about is that retirement is yours to define. You get to create your own retirement adventures and chart your own path, and do it on your own terms. Ignore any retirement advice that doesn't apply to you. People mean well, and they're going to try and give you good advice. And keep your mind open, because some of it's probably good advice. But sometimes there's advice that doesn't apply to you, and you can ignore it, or you can say no thank you without any regret. One of the things that happened to us was a lot of people, a number of people, including some of my viewers, recommended we get an RV, get an RV, get a van, get an RV, get a van. And man, we entertained the van life for like 2 or 3 years, and then we decided instead to get a 4x4. It just seemed to fit our life more. So we're adventurous, and we kind of like our hotels. So anyways, you get to define your own retirement. Don't let anybody else take that from you, or don't feel obligated to follow other people's advice if it doesn't apply to you. Another thing I want to talk about real quick is that some people have more money and resources than others, you know, and don't let that get you down. Do not compare yourself to others. Do not compare your retirement to others. Comparison, it's the thief of joy. So instead of doing that, what you should do is you should concentrate on your own retirement and not worry about others. You know, I'm in a retirement group. The other 3 guys have more money than me. Nobody cares. We're all going on adventures and we're all having a blast. So don't compare yourself to others. And if, you know, don't feel obligated to volunteer or do anything else that others recommend. And anyways, let's finish up. Let's wrap it up. Here's the bottom line. The bottom line is that retiring early is a gift. You know, just recognize it as such. And the biggest secret that I'm going to leave you with today is the biggest secret to a happy retirement is to enjoy what you have instead of worrying about what you don't have. You know, I've spent the first couple of months of my retirement losing a bunch of sleep that I was going to run out of money. And then instead, I found out I was way better off than I thought. And both my budget and my investments keep growing. So don't be like me. Create a solid plan. Stop worrying about things that may never happen. And enjoy your precious retirement time. Okay, thanks for coming along this week. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm so bummed the trail truck I really wanted to go on was closed, but that's how life goes sometimes. Anyways, had a great weekend anyways, and just really enjoyed it. Okay, I wish you all health, happiness, and prosperity in your lives, and we will see you next week on our next big adventure.